should we put this in perspective, Matthew? Hello.
Hi.
So this is a massive putting green.
2 9-holes.
So 9 holes being finished here, the other 9 holes almost finished, and a middle one, which we'll talk about in a second, but just to put in perspective where we are. That hotel is called Paris, I think.
Yeah.
That is Planet Hollywood.
And that's Bailey's.
And that is Bailey's, where we're staying, just over here. So we're talking a massive putting green in the middle of Vegas, just off the strip. Let's find out why they're doing this. Right, so this is Kevin from Southwest Greens. Hello, Kevin.
Hello.
Thanks for having us over.
It's a pleasure.
What's going on here? What on earth are you doing?
Well, our client, MSOP, Major Series of Putting, have created an amazing concept, an 18-hole championship putting course. The concept being, they're calling it the world's largest putting tournament. Regional tournaments across North America, culminating in the championship here in Las Vegas. What's interesting and amazing as we go through the filming today, as you'll see, is just the enormity of the facility, given the fact that it's only going to be here for 2 weeks. Obviously very ambitious to build something of this size. It's not only the fact that just the actual construction that they're doing, but it's also the fact that Nicklaus Design is involved. They created they made the design. Heritage Links worked with Southwest Greens Construction on the base work and the shaping. Heritage Links is one of the top construction companies in the world for the golf industry. They're not. How do I say this? They're not going small. They're definitely going big with everything that they're building here.
So as I understand it, Southwest Greens Construction is kind of the construction arm of Southwest Greens. Is it international?
Correct.
So how do you guys, and you're a European-based company, how do you end up landing a gig like this in Vegas? I mean, how does it end up all coming here?
Well, as you rightly said, Southwest Greens Construction is the construction arm for international, for the brand. And what that means is that all high-profile, large commercial projects are, I guess, jurisdiction and control.
Yeah.
It makes sense on a project like this. It's very high-profile. There's a lot riding for the brand itself. And so we were brought in to build this. It's also the fact that this is what we do. This is what we're used to. You know, we have a residential unit, which is our franchise system that builds the residential product, and then we have Southwest Greens Construction that builds the golf courses. And this is what we focus on. This is what we're good at. There's a scalability difference, as you can imagine. We talked earlier about the amount of materials and turf and
logistically, isn't it?
Yeah, and then from there, understanding that it's very different logistically, it's much bigger. There's a certain scale set, that's required to put something like this in, because there's a few things that are perhaps a little bit different that you need to appreciate and understand in putting in a golf course of this size, or a project of this size.
So this one looks more undulated than the back 9. How are you getting these undulations to be realistic and kind of true? What's the scale? What's going on with that?
So the idea here is that we want to enhance and bring to life the breaks and the undulations that the architect has in his plans. So the first process is kind of rough grading, where we get the mounds in place, etc., and then we get into our final grading stage, which is basically where we are with Bart on the base. And by the way, this is Bart Marschalek, easily the world's greatest grader. Okay. This is the joke on social media anyways. Anyway, so what Bart's doing is that there's a bit of a dip, okay? And so part of the process now is he fills this dip in and smooths it out with the grade rake. And the idea being there is that this is the perfection that we need with our synthetic surface to have everything flowing nice and smooth. And it's very tedious. There's a lot of skill that's required. But the end result being, you see the paint lines, etc., that once the synthetic turf goes out, it pops. And that's where the beauty of the green comes out.
Right, Kevin, wow, what a transformation from when me and Matt were here last, obviously seeing it in construction to now. Quite a difference. Must be quite proud, aren't you?
Absolutely. No, it's something to see it as a finished result. To be honest, actually beyond my own expectations. I'm really impressed. Not only with the green that you see, the synthetics, but everything they've done with building the stadium itself is really spectacular.
It's stadium-like, isn't it? It's marvelous. So when I was here last, I was chatting with your crew, and I noticed that some of them were Las Vegas team, I think, or they were a local team. Southwest Greens Construction, obviously, which is the global arm. You still pull on your local teams to help you create these amazing projects. Is that normal? Is that how you work?
Yeah, that's one of the, I guess, formulas to our success as a company. Southwest Greens Construction basically acts in a global sense with projects all over the world, but then we work with the local company to help in the execution of the facility itself. So in this case, we worked alongside Southwest Greens Nevada, led by Randy Kleiner. Flawless execution. We were very pleased with how it all turned out, and because of that collaboration, it made it a lot easier to organize the project, from logistics to all of the local materials that we needed to have on site, etc., etc. So it was a very important collaboration, and the reason why, as a company, we were able to go from I guess market to market around the world successfully.
All ends here tonight.
It's time, isn't it?
Golf's going in a great new direction in lots of ways. Ideas like this that are kind of, I think, really exciting lots of people's minds of what they can do. Obviously, synthetics plays a massive part in allowing this tournament to even happen, really, doesn't it? Where do you see it going, and your kind of position as the leader with synthetics, really?
Yeah, we being the leader in synthetics, we get a lot of kind of new age concepts coming to us. We were very excited about this particular project, simply because, first of all, beyond the idea being an excellent idea, it was kind of a new age concept that kind of moves the golf industry forward. It creates interest, it creates buzz, it creates excitement in a stadium setting on the Strip of Las Vegas. Just a lot of buzz has been created by it. What we see moving forward with the industry is these types of interesting, exciting, fun concepts that we feel are going to help to propel the golf industry forward. And we feel, as an organization, we're very well positioned. We have a great product, and we have a great organization that's able to think with the customer, create, help them with their concepts in developing them, etc. And then when it comes to the actual installation of it, it's what we do best.